This is a real talk video. This is a rant. Customer service, call centers. It really changed my perspective on how I treat people and what I do when I am calling in somewhere. I realize that the person on the other side of the phone is 9 times out of 10 not personally responsible for what problem may be going on with the company that I'm calling for. So when you call in, the nicer you are to them, the easier it is for them to help you get the issue resolved. You should never be impatient with them when they're trying their very best to help give you the best customer service they can, dealing with problems that they have on the other side of their phone. Issues with the computer that they're using. Issues with the supervisor not trying to help give them what they need so that they can mark down your item 50% like you want it. Issues with trying to understand what you're wanting when you don't speak English very well. Issues with understanding what you're wanting when you don't have your order number, or you don't know who ordered it but you know what the item is, or you can't provide details because you're driving. You trying to rush people to get it done in 5 minutes because you're on your computer at work secretly calling in to do this when you shouldn't be doing it, but you're getting upset with us because you don't have your information. If you call in from somewhere and you are calling from a work number that's not associated with your order, it's not going to automatically pull it up. If we're asking you to verify information on the account, it's not to be rude or hassle you or get on your nerves. It's for verification purposes, because unfortunately, there's people out there that hack into accounts that steal credit card information and take your information to try to place orders. So to avoid fraudulent behaviors on your account, we verify who you are for your protection. People calling in because their phone bill is due and they're turning it off, and you're turning up and talking about the 5 and 6 years that you've been a phone holder. Guess what? You need to pay your bill on time. You chose what you wanted when you signed up for this plan. You could have reduced it last month after you paid the bill, and you chose not to. So don't complain about it getting turned off, because it's due the same day every month. You open a credit card, it's due the same day every month. Deferred financing, they tell you what the fine print says. You must pay your minimum payment every month. Don't call yelling at every different department that works for that business because you didn't do your part. If something is broken, damaged, the wrong size, the wrong color, understand that the world is a big melting pot with a whole bunch of hands in your order. Your order may be coming from Forever 21, but guess what? The clothes may have been made in China. And even if they weren't made in China, if they were made in some Forever 21 building in California, you might be all the way in Georgia. So guess what? It has to pass through all these different states on FedEx trucks to get to you. It could get lost in transit. No reason to call cussing people out, being disrespectful, being condescending. I have a college degree. Do not talk to me like I'm 5 years old. Do not disrespect me because I'm not disrespecting you. Do not call cursing and playing and doing prank calls. You're on a recorded line. Do not call making bomb threats. Do not call being disrespectful, inconsiderate. Think of this. While you're at home with your family, when you should be enjoying your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, your Hanukkah, your Labor Day, your Memorial Day, you're instead calling us to complain about something that could wait until tomorrow. And we're away from our families helping you. Yes, this is the job that we chose, but treat people the way you wanted to be treated. And if you're one of those, internet Twitter finger gangsters behind the phone, that would never talk to someone like that in person, you really need to check yourself. Because we do have the authority to help you if you listen. Don't call trying to tell me how to do my job. Or when you call asking to speak to a manager because your refund hasn't posted. Did you check with your financial institution? If it's been 3 to 5 business days and they sent you an email showing that they did it, call your bank. Your bank is holding on to your money. We're not. I have a transaction date, a time, and a stamp on when you called in to get this. We released that money. Call the bank. Don't make somebody run around in circles doing all this stuff for you. And then when they ask you for a survey at the end, you say, I really don't have time. What? You don't have time, but you asked me 50 billion questions about your $10 order. Not to mention the hostile negativity and drama that goes on in a call center. People are so freaking messy. Leadership is messy. People on your floor are messy. He said, she said. As a customer, just think of the other person. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If something is wrong, we will take care of you. That is what we are here for. But there's no reason to be condescending, disrespectful, cursing. Imagine if that was your mother or your daughter or your grandmother on the other side of that phone. In call centers, there's all types of people working. People who are retired military, people that are straight out of college, students that are on their way to finishing their degrees. You have people who have families. You have all types of people. And it's never okay to just try to talk down to someone or disrespect them because of what they do, because they're serving you. Service is a humbling experience. Service is something that is beautiful because it's completely unselfish. And it also makes you thankful, because I remember when I was working at Chick-fil-A and there was people that had been there for 15 years and I was 20 and I was in my sophomore or junior year in college, and I was just like, this is not my future. I am not going to be selling chicken for the next 15 years. I have to get out of here. And that's kind of where I am mentally now. I am not going to be on these phones talking to these crazy people for the next 10 years. This is not my path. This is just a stepping stone. Please support my channel by subscribing today. Comment down below, and I'll see you all in my next video.